Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks on how to really elevate your corporate videography so that in your next corporate shoot, you're gonna blow your clients' minds. So I'm gonna be using a recent shoot that we did. In fact, we just did this shoot yesterday. I'm just gonna do a bit of a BTS breakdown on the things that we did, the techniques that we used, and how we conducted the shoot so that you can learn from it and make your corporate videos better. So for this shoot, our client is a sales and a marketing agency for developers. How do they know about us? Well, through word of mouth. One of its founders used to work for one of our clients until she decided to quit and decided to start up her own business. When you're starting your own business, you definitely need a lot of marketing materials. That's why she contacted us and asked us to do some photos and videos for them. The brief is pretty simple. It's going to be a full day shoot. We're going to be producing 4 videos for them that's going to go on their website, 1 brand story video, and 3 videos, each focusing on one of the founders. We're also going to be doing some general team photos and some professional headshots as well. So for this project, we charge a total of $2,750. So this is kind of the scope and the quote email that we send to all our clients before they decide to book us. So feel free to use this as a template. In terms of pre-production, we thought carefully about what kind of shots we need and created a shoot schedule that we sent to the client. This way, the client has a clear idea on what the shoot day is going to look like. So we also shared with our client a reference video. This is a video that we've done in the past. And the reason why we do that is so that our client has a general idea and expectation on what the video is going to look like. And it will also at the same time provide us with some guidance as well on obviously the shots that we need to get, the music that we should choose, and how we should direct the people on the shoot day itself. For the shoot, we're going to be focused on doing the interviews on the first part of the day, and we're going to use the second part of the day to grab B-roll. So that's why it's also important to write out your interview questions in your pre-production document and share it with your clients so that they can better prepare for the interviews. Moving on to the shoot itself, we did have to get up early that day, leaving our houses at 7 o'clock in the morning. And when we first got there, we said hi to our clients and assess the environment of our location. What's the lighting like? What's the background to shoot against? How should we shoot the interviews? Things like that. Because we're doing 3 interviews, we have to decide on 3 different backgrounds. By having 3 different backgrounds, it's gonna drastically improve the production value of our video. So with these interviews as well, I decided to go for a bit of a Netflix documentary look by using a wide lens and placing my subject right in the middle of the frame. One of the biggest tips when choosing the background of your interview is to shoot towards a corner. When you shoot against the corner, you'll find that there are leading lines that lead your audience eyes towards your subject. Once you settle on the background, you can then start setting up your lighting. We'll just be using one light, the Landlight 300B, as a key light. And what the key light means is that it is the light that's gonna light up the subject's face. In terms of audio, we're using the NTG6 mic with the Tascam 44WL. Alternatively, if you don't possess these kind of equipment, you can simply use a lav mic that you could pin onto the interviewee's clothing. Now, a really good thing you could do during this whole interview process is to really listen to what the interviewee is saying, right? Because this is going to ultimately affect the B-roll that you want to capture as well. Example is that he could be talking about how great the culture and the team of the company is. So for my B-roll shots, I would need to make sure that I'll capture some interaction shots between him and the team so that when I get back to editing, I can put this B-roll shot on top of the A-roll shot where he's talking about how great his team is. Before we move on, if you guys are interested in how we get these amazing consistent colors in every one of our projects, well, number 1, we shoot in S-Log3 format, and number 2, in editing, we just slap on a LUT from our cinematic LUT pack. If you're a Sony user who's shooting in LAW format, please check out this LUTs link in the description down below. Moving on. A last tip for the interview process, and this is something that we like to do for almost all our corporate videos, is to get them to say, my name is ... and we are the company's name. So in this case, his name's Peter, and the company's name is Woodhill Property. So we got him to say, my name is Peter, and we are Woodhill Property. So when you're interviewing multiple people, get them all to say it. And then when it goes back to editing, you're gonna mix them all up. So it'll go like this.
My name's Peter.
My name's Josh.
My name's Jacqueline.
And we are Woodhill Property.
How cool is that? So let's move on to the B-roll. By the way, I haven't mentioned this, but the equipment I'm using on this shoot is the Sony A7siii, rigged up on a bit of a camera rig. The lens that I was using for majority of the shoot was the Sony 24mm G Master f1.4. This is quite a wide lens, so I do have to get quite close to my subject when I was doing the B-roll. So when you're doing your B-roll shots, obviously have a list of actions that you want them to do. In this shoot, the primary things that I wanted them to do is some interaction shots, team meetings, and also some individual shots as well. So my process for shooting B-roll goes like this. First, find the background or the environment that you want to shoot in, and then think about the lighting. All right, is the lighting good? You know, is there a need to add in like extra lighting? Up to you. You're the director of the day. Be confident even if you end up being wrong. So once the background and the lighting is done, that's when I put in the subjects and have them interact or do whatever action I want them to do. So when you're shooting, keep in mind that these shots are just B-roll that's gonna go over the interview that you've captured earlier that day. Besides capturing the shots of the subject, we also decided to capture some stock footage of their office as well. They work in a beautiful, beautiful office out in the countryside. And the clients that they're targeting as well are also based around that area. So it is nice to get some stock footage of the general surroundings to put in the video. Lastly, at all times, communicate and have fun with your clients. Let them know what's going to happen next. Don't keep them waiting. Speak clearly with your client, even if sometimes you're getting overwhelmed by your camera settings, the lighting, like how everything doesn't look right. It doesn't matter. Right? You need to also have the second mind that communicates with your client consistently throughout the shoot so that they're enjoying the experience itself. If you produce an amazing video but they hated the experience of working with you, they're number one, not going to work with you again, and number two, they're not going to refer you to the people that they know. So that's it for today. I hope you guys learned a lot from the BTS breakdown of our corporate shoot. If you guys are interested in how we went from complete beginners to now full-time filmmakers running our own production company, we do have the Filmmaker Starter Kit, which is a roadmap of our journey. All right, it will contain sales proposals, the video packages that we sell, pre-production templates, and many more. So if you're interested in that, please check it out in the link in the description down below. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay focused.